Get out of here. I tell y'all what, me, oh my gosh, that is 50 pounds of sand. Me and carpenter bees just don't get along. Get on. All right, guys, I've been out here battling carpenter bees. I'm gonna try to use this to make a feeder without cutting myself. Right, guys, I made a feeder that won't have too much waste because the head has to go in to get the food instead of being able to get in and scratch it and throw it everywhere. Here are some extra protein because this food is only 16%, I believe. But important thing to note about it, it is organic. All right, everybody, welcome the Dura Maje. And yes, that is a Black Panther, the movie reference. Okay, so you may be asking yourself, why this addition to the family? Why this pet? And to that I say, why not have a pet with benefits? Obviously, these are Coturnix quail. That is a Japanese variety of quail, known to be a little bit more docile. The colors I have in here are Italian, gray, and white. This pet will produce generally 300 eggs per year. Where I live, I am not allowed to have backyard poultry, meaning chickens. These pets are not poultry. They are actually what is considered a game bird, so they do not fall into the poultry category. This is a good way for people who live in apartments, have small backyards, or maybe live in a community that is not backyard farmer friendly to still be able to have some sustainability and to be able to produce food for themselves. Plus, aren't they cute? So they really enjoy dust bathing, and that is what they're doing, is getting that sand in those feathers and getting clean. So in the bottom I have put sand all the way through. Now I am going to add some wood chips just to make it a little more natural, and just in case the sand heats up a bit, the wood chips will be a nice respite from that heat. But you can see they are already in. I put in some orchard grass hay, so they'll be able to eat that as well. This one has already figured out how to eat in the little feeder, and what this feeder will do is keep the food from being wasted and thrown everywhere. But you can see that our dormage are doing fabulous. And that, y'all, was the surprise for this entire DIY project. Okay, all right, y'all, so you might be asking, how did I land on this? Well, honestly, this was something that I had been praying about because I am country and I am a farmer at heart, but my area does not allow for backyard poultry. So I was out one day and I looked out, and honestly, God just spoke to me and said, quail. It was just something that I really desired, something that's on my heart. I really am a farm girl at heart, even though I wasn't raised on a farm. And that is how I came upon this. So I did my research. I found out how many eggs they lay. I found out how to keep them. Some people even keep them in the house. I probably wouldn't do that. Being someone who lived on a farm, I just can't see it. But to each his own. If you can find a way to do it, then I totally encourage you to do it. I figured out a way to keep them on my balcony, which I also use to grow my cut and serve garden, or my farm to table garden, which is usually tomatoes, lettuces, and different things, onions. So it was just a perfect addition, a perfect flow. Shout out to my friends at No Name Farm. That's not the name of their farm. I just named their farm because it doesn't have a name. You know who you are. Thank you for giving me the chicken coop, because that saved me a bunch of money. Nowadays, a coop like that could run you, I think I saw one at Tractor Supply for like $300. So rehabbing the coop came in. Now again, the rubber paint is the most expensive part because it was $34 a can. So all total, the complete coop rehab was probably around $150, which I could have gone under not doing the rubber paint. I mean, the roof would have held if I hadn't put holes in it. But I just want to be extra sure, and I wanted it to have a certain look, which I'll let you see what I was thinking about once I get the patio situated again. But yes, so I also wanted something where I could have organic eggs, and organic eggs, of course, if you've been in the grocery store, they're ridiculously expensive. But what you feed, how an egg becomes organic is what the animal is eating. And so I'm able to feed organically, therefore I'll have an organic product. And so that was something I loved when I was on the farm, when I was able to have chickens, was being able to feed them a food and then get a product that is organic. Oh, something's in my eye. All right, y'all, that road trip to get our new pets was just I don't want to say epic, but it was epic because my original lead to getting our new pets was in a state over and not in my state. And just the night before, like, I kept looking, and I was able to find some breeders in our state. And so that began the road trip. I didn't know that Buc-ee's was on the way. As I'm driving, Buc-ee's came into my mind, and so I had Dude Sperato Google it, and sure enough, Buc-ee's was right along the route, probably 25 minutes from our final destination. So going to Buc-ee's, if you haven't been, go. If you haven't been, go to Buc-ee's. Go to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is amazing. I hope the footage reeled you in, because it is one of my favorite places to go. It is like the theme park of convenience stores.